How are we doing there, boys and girls? Good morning. Welcome in. Time to play some City Skylines. I had a lot of fun yesterday. I had an awful lot of fun yesterday. Let's do a quick just sanity check. Twitch should have been up and running for a couple of minutes now. YouTube looks as if it's up and running live as well. We should be all good to go. Everything should be hunky-dory by the looks of things. There. Nothing is crashing, nothing is burning. Twitch is complaining I'm sending them too much data, but Twitch can deal with it. We're all good. Alrighty, boys and girls, welcome in. Let me first give a very, very brief overview of City Skylines from our stream yesterday, because I'm quite sure there's a lot of people out there that are like, should we be playing it? Is my computer going to burn, crash and burn? My perspective on this is that you do need modern hardware to play it. The optimization is not great so far. It would be nice if when you put the game on low settings, you could play it on a potato. That's kind of the theory. I think this has got a lot to do with why City Skylines 2 is not launching on console at the same time. I just think they have got no chance of getting this running smoothly on the current gen consoles, which is why they're like, right, we can launch it for PC, but we got some work to do. As far as I'm concerned, you need sort of at least this generation or last generation PC hardware to really get it to run effectively. But I have only got a small city so far. The city is still pretty tiny. We've got 1,000 or so people in our city. The simulation side of things is still pretty small. Today, we might start to stumble across some issues as we expand and as we grow our city. Did you survive the fire yesterday? I saved the game just as the fire broke out. So that is our very, very, very first thing we need to deal with this morning is the fire. So let's get it loaded up. Let's dive in and let's put out some fires. Seen some memes about the optimization on Reddit last night. Yeah, the internet will be flooded with them. For reference, I have an R9 7900X CPU, so a 12-core CPU running overclocked to like 5.2 gigahertz. So my CPU side of things is pretty baller. And I have a 3070 graphics card. So with those in play, I can run the game on high. It doesn't seem to crash and burn just yet. But time will tell if we, start to struggle when we get a slightly bigger city. So let's see. But yes, very first thing is we need to put out some fires. We've got to put out some fires. That is true. Let's load in the game. Goblinville. In we go. Load. Now, let's put the fire out. Have you been on Rumble last night? I didn't play any Rumble yesterday. I need to get back into the swing of things with Rumble. I've been very distracted with World of Warcraft and City Skylines. I need to get back into Rumble. That's on the to-do list. We paused. Right. We had a fire breakout down here. There's a house missing, and I think that's because it burnt down. So yeah. Logged in last night, Blizzard gave me free 2k tokens because of a bug. Oh yeah, that kicked in a few days ago. I've had that. Right. Let's get some... Did we not do any of this water and sewage bits? How is it claiming that we've not done half of this tutorial? We've done all of this tutorial business. Pumping station, yeah, all good. Build a pumping station. We've done all of this game. Go away with your how to build a city business. We've done all of this. What we do need, though, is fire. Fire and rescue. A firehouse. A small fire station that houses some fire engines also reduces the likelihood of fires in the buildings in its service area by conducting safety supervision. Can be upgraded with an extended garage. Methinks that we need to drop this. Well... by the looks of things at the moment, we're pretty good. I want the fire engine to come straight out onto a main road. I also want it somewhere in the industrial area predominantly, which is our middle strip at the moment. I decided that one thing that would be smart to do yesterday is if we look at our zoning, we have industrial in the middle here. And this I sort of designated to be industrial sort of stuff. This little block of residential over here is not going to be happy eventually. These guys are not going to be best pleased, but they'll just have to deal with it. This is going to be mostly industrial. We got our big mining situation on the go over here yesterday. We built that up. But we're going to do mostly residential down the sort of shoreline. And what we might do is we might start growing out into this side, building like residential over this side. And then people can come in here for work, for industry, that sort of stuff. Industry giving it the main highway route. And we can put another... Do we have intersections and stuff yet? Or do we need to unlock intersections? Please, 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 game, tell me there's some pre-built intersections. Large intersections. We need to unlock the node for intersections. That's going to be key, isn't it? Where's that button? Is that this one? Development roads. When do we get intersection? Oh my god, not for ages. Have you seen the quote-unquote real leak this morning? Looks super real. Takes hours to make a fake like this. It uses already in-game models with different colors. I don't pay that much attention to leak season, if I'm brutally honest. Leak season is one of those weird things for me. It's like, well, in like practically a week's time, we have BlizzCon and we'll know what it is anyway. I really, really try not to get too engrossed in leak season. It's not my thing. I know it kind of builds hype and all, but I'm like, it's not my thing, to be honest. We'll wait for BlizzCon. That's my desire anyway, to wait for BlizzCon. Okay, so we can't get intersections yet, but we are gonna need to build out this way. This should get us towards the end of the map. We can probably just have like a lot of residential and a bit of commercial and keep most of the industry on this side of the river. It'll be spammed on the internet for sure these days. Oh yeah, it all is. It all is. I don't chase clout, you know, in that regard. I'm one of the more, should we say, more passive content creators on the internet. I will share my opinion on things as and when I have an opinion on them. But if I don't have an opinion on them, I'm not going to fake an opinion on them just for views. It's like when content creators get asked about world politics. We ain't got the first clue about world politics. Why are you asking us? It's mad. Actually mental. Mixed Map raided with a party of 4, by the way. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. My alerts aren't going off for some reason. I tried to fix this yesterday. My alerts aren't going off, and I have no idea why. But appreciate the raid. Thank you very much. Welcome in, and hope you had a good stream yourself. I'm slowly playing catch up and trying to keep up with chat here. But let's. We've got some fire. We placed some fire down. Place some fire down. Can we, or should we do any upgrades to this? We can do a garage extension. Why is my game going mental? I don't know. We can do an extension for a garage to place more fire engines. It'll allow for 4 more fire engines. It comes with 4 by default. It's an extra 10k. And it adds an extra 11k upkeep. Okay, so we don't want to upgrade it until we actually need it. Okay, we're good then. We're good. Right, firemen do fire things, please, because we had a bit of a boo-boo situation on the go here. We are on fire. Fire. Where did we put it? Fellas, are we going? One has been dispatched. Where did you go? There he goes. There he goes. Go put out the fire. Go. Save my little city. Now, there was also some outcry. We mentioned this a little bit yesterday. There was some outcry about this game, about how the developers have claimed that they only want to be able to maintain a stable 30 FPS in this game, which, you know, has taken PC Master Race by storm. Soon as you start telling PC gamers that they have to have console FPSs, the internet melts. But I understand the cinematic style of this game, and so it's fine. As long as the simulation works smoothly in the background and it's not too glitchy, I'm all fine for 30 FPS. It would be nice for when you're panning around that it can go to 60. If I can keep a stable 60, I'll be happy. But go on, do fire things. Put the fire out, please. There's no like animations or anything. I was expecting little firemen to run out and just kind of at least stand there and fake squirt water, but well, at least the fire's going out. What about this one? You missed one. Oi, come back. Oh, has he gone round the roundabout? Oh, okay. He ran out of water that side of the engine. I see. I see. I'm glad he actually stopped then. For a minute, I thought he was going to zoom straight past. Something I can't see more than 30 FPS meme. Yeah, I mean, I used to sell TVs, and so I've heard every single variation of that you could possibly imagine. But this was often why people were trying to self-justify why they weren't to spend more on a TV. Now, frame rates in TVs were a scam for an awful long time, but there is no denying that, you know, pure, actual, real frames does make a difference. Okay, so we got some fire. What services are we lacking schlacking? We put fire out there. We don't have disaster control yet. Did we put a police station somewhere? We got a police station here already. So we're relatively good on services here. We got, you know, just cars patrolling, not dealing with anything too terrible. How's cash flow looking? We're not cash flow positive, but that's to be expected until we get, you know, some proper people in our city. This area is going to be a residential area. We're going to keep industry out of this area. We're going to continue to grow the industry out this way mostly. Meaning I'm probably going to have to buy up some of this land. We've got 9 tiles we could purchase. I'm wondering if we should... I don't know exactly what the situation is with buying enough tiles to get the outside routes. I'm wondering if we should go up this way, have this as our outside connection, but this is only a piddly little road. We'd need to upgrade the road, and we kind of, before we build this up too much, probably want to plan for connecting this up to the main highway system somewhat. What if we end up actually continuing this as a highway along here, and then we can have an intersection here maybe that brings it down and connects it to this external route, and then we can get some residential in here, some residential the other side. People can use the highway to get places, and then industry over here out the way so all the pollution doesn't cause problems. That might be a plan. How we doing, Chalita? Welcome in. Good morning to you. Welcome, welcome. Right, we got some peeps coming in. This little roundabout is doing its job well enough to start with. Our population does seem to be slightly growing, which is nice. No problems too much. What are you waiting for a hearse? Somebody's stuffed it. These guys are complaining about the smog. Well, unfortunately, your row house is right next to the industrial area. I don't think there's anything I can do with that other than these houses is just going to end up being low value properties, unfortunately. Yeah, air pollution is a problem there. Living near the industrial area is bad. We need, well, the game claims we need everything. So we're going to have to start building out this way. We're going to have to building out this way. Let's put some more industrial down. Can you buy all the squares? This is going to be 2 FPS, if so, not 30. Well, I don't know. I mean, the map is huge, right? The map is pretty chonkers. And in theory, it is said that you can buy every map. You can buy every tile and fully unlock the map, I guess. But you're going to need some pretty chunky city to be able to get all of the points, I reckon. We are a little way off the next milestone by the looks of things. To get a Grand Village. Grand Village will up our loan ability. Will give us district creation. It will give us access to our production panel. And then city policies. Keep people happy or not. Natural disasters will also kick in once we get a Grand Village. Natural disasters are special events that may strike the city and wreak havoc. All different types of havoc. They can result from different environmental factors. Warning systems and broadcasts can be used to inform the public, and emergency shelters can help citizens cope with a disaster strike. And we'll also start to get transportation systems. Okay, well, let's get some more industrial in, because we definitely need some more industrial.
Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that our city has more services than we know what to do with.
And you know what that
Let's get some more industrial in here.
Well, no. The point is we're selling it and bringing money into local
That's right.
economy.
You could almost say it's too much of a good thing.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade
Right,
balance.
that'll
and the
do.
economy is booming.
That's clearly got to help the demand for industrial, right? Now we're going to need more places for people to live. So this will all start growing in a minute. Now we're going to need to work on getting more people some houses. This section is going to be a big housing section, I reckon. We're going to need places for people to live. And I'm actually going to, the way that these houses look and the way that they chunk into the terrain, there's a little bit, it's relatively flat here, which is nice. But we're going to give them a little bit more space. We're going to give them a little bit more space to breathe. So let's put some houses in. A little bit more space to breathe off the main road here. Maybe we'll have a couple of bigger highway section or bigger road sections coming off this way. But there, and then probably off this way. We can turn this into a roundabout at some point. Put that in there. And then we can get some roads coming off from like here-ish. We can get one from here. There we go. We can get a lot more residential in here. We don't need to pack them in. Don't need sardines. We'll put some row houses along here. Oh, new signature building. Vertigo Square. Cities will be dizzy with excitement to live here. Specialized industry office zones. I can't remember how we do those. That's these ones, isn't it? Signature buildings. +3 well-being within 750 meters. Cool. Should we put you here? A signature building, look. Cool. Right, demand for residential is decreasing. Low density housing is what people really want. Let's put some more low density housing this side then. Right, you got to be happy now. These guys are going to want some shops or something, clearly. We should probably put down some commercial in here. Let's put a couple of shops on the go. Okay. That should keep everybody relatively happy for a minute. We have an abundance of electricity, so we're selling the excess. Nice. Is our, like, sewerage and poop situation doing alright? How do we tell stats? No, I don't want to relocate. Water and sewage. Water availability is good. Water trade. We're not creating or nothing really. We're able to process everything well. Okay. But water and sewage seems to be fine. Road situation. Let's have a look at the road situation. Is this like congestion? Okay, we're getting a lot of traffic that's coming down this way. I thought that might be the case by putting this road in. Less of the traffic is coming down this way. And this is only a small road, so this is causing a bit of a bottleneck for us with traffic. Either we want to upgrade this road, or we want to actually divert the traffic another way. I would rather more traffic coming this way and then filter down than it sneaking all straight in here. I only wanted that in there for the coal power plant, but everybody seems to be coming down this way instead. We might have to fix that. Yeah, you can tell traffic. This is a traffic hotspot and a half, look. Maybe put a bigger, more effective roundabout in there. Can we do fancy roundabout? Oh, it's gone dark all of a sudden. It's night time. Roundabouts. Oh, we only have tiddly little roundabouts until we unlock bigger roundabouts. How many development points we've got? We've only got 6 development points. Kind of want to be a little bit careful with what we spend. Let's unlock better roundabouts, though. That's an absolute needed. And advanced road services. Road maintenance facilities, traffic lights and signs, as well as roadside decorations. Do we, at any point, get the ability to, like, traffic mod stuff? Keeps telling me to do this, and I've already done this tutorial. A medium roundabout with a central island. Is that going to help flow better? How does a medium... We've got a small roundabout currently. A medium roundabout... Okay, yeah, look, a medium roundabout starts to give you more dedicated lanes by the looks of things. Road services. Road maintenance depot. Base of operations for road maintenance personnel and their tools and vehicles. Road maintenance comprises of road repairs, snow clearing, I guess for the winter, And traffic accident cleanup can be upgraded with an extra garage for a larger maintenance fleet. Oh, so we can put traffic lights. We can put no left turn, no right turn. Okay, so you can kind of mod. You can kind of modify what goes on with the roads, but it's not anywhere near as... I can't select the road. Like, for example, it would be really nice. These two roads here, we have straight on and right and straight on. It would be nice if this was straight on and this was right only. But, okay. Maybe that will still be a thing for mods. Let's make that a slightly bigger roundabout, though. Help traffic flow a touch better. Ooh, too realistic. Well, this game, unfortunately, does end up being a little bit of a road management simulator if you are not careful. Which is fine for me. I don't mind that. I have a lot of fun with that. So now all trucks and lorries and everything should plow through here. And most of them are quite content just flowing straight round here. They all seem happy. Some are doing some weird lane switching business, which is not preferable, but as long as they don't cause accidents, I'm fine. It's still telling me to do all this sewage stuff. We've done this sewage stuff already. There we go. Wow, still more demand for residential. Industrial, sorry. Mrs. Manthieus make it home alright in the snowstorm yesterday? Yeah, she was fine. She got home alright. She's good. Navigate to the fire and rescue services. Average fire hazard, 27%. The air is getting polluted. Air pollution's created by industrial zones, some city service buildings, and by traffic. It spreads across the map in the air, affected by wind, weather, but fades quickly. Now, our main fire hazard is going to be, like, if we have trees and shit, and everything seems alright now. It did say a building was on fire, though. You'd think when it was dark, we'd spot a fire pretty quick, wouldn't you? I guess not. Right, well, let's get some more industrial on the go here. We got some room to build in. Connect that in there as well. We can get this being some industrial area. Let's put some shop. We got some shops on the go over here. There's a little bit of a demand for shops and stuff, but not too much. Kind of use the shops as a bit of a barrier between the industrial and this little residential area.
An air quality alert is currently in effect across the region due to unusually high pollution. Residents are strongly cautioned to remain indoors and use face masks as needed. Citizens with compromised respiratory systems should contact their
They even
health
simulate some idiots that leave their high beams on whilst driving. Yeah, they do.
That was truly superfluous. Masterful counterpart. You're listening to Second Moon Radio, the station.
I want to turn the ads off. There we go.
We've recently been having what's
Oh, so there's talk radio, and then there's just tunes. Just give me tunes, please. Just tunes. There we go. Okay. Still a bit of a demand for residential again, for low density residential. Is this all... Hang on, we need to turn up. I know it's nice that it looks, you know, it's nice that we have a nighttime, but I think I need to turn off the day-night cycle. Since we're streaming. It's good for screenshots and whatever, but while we're trying to figure out how to do stuff, it's easier to see with full light. Okay, we've got quite a lot of houses and stuff going on here now. See, we can sort of like decorate this area a little bit more, make it look a little bit more. We can get some foliage in here. Look. Maybe drop the brush size a touch. Some more trees and stuff in here. Make it, you know, feel a little bit more. These are like little bushy things. We not got like big trees in it. You know, just kind of softens up the landscape a touch. I guess these trees grow, right? You plant them small and then they grow. Okay. Because we'd like some foresty sort of bits as well, you know? We don't want it all to be like super crammed. We want our little fellas to be happy about life. Until, of course, they keep dying. I wish they'd stop dying. Okay. We're probably going to need to buy up some land this side and do some more industrial over here. The demand for industrial is going to keep growing. And we want to keep it as far away from the residential as possible. Well, not as far away, but further away. Maybe... so this has... now we're starting to get, like, actual wood. So we could do some forestation, maybe? Groundwater, ore deposits... Can we find places that have oil? Buy that lot up. Outside connections are routes to neighbouring cities. To build a new outside connection, you need to expand your city by buying map tiles until you reach the end of the map. Yeah. Once done, build roads or tracks right up to the edge, and an outside point will be connected. So we probably need to buy all of these tiles out here, right? Probably. How many can we buy more? We can only buy like 3 more. It's not going to get us very far, is it? Well, I guess we start. That's the start. We'll claim some of it. We'll hopefully get some more when we hit our next milestone. Yeah, we get 5 more expansion permits. Will that be enough for getting all the way over there? Well, I think it's this one we need to buy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. That should technically be it, right? So we should be able to set up some forestry on the go over here. Do we have that as a specialized area? Grain, vegetable, textile, fiber farming. Requires fertile, forestry. Forestry, we need to be a grand village before we unlock forestry. Is grand village the next one? We're a large village, surely that's next, right? Yes, we're nearly a grand village. We're going to get some forestry on the go in a minute. A plane, imagine if they added plane crashes. I think they do. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is one of the natural disasters. But I'm not totally sure. Okay. Not really much demand for anything right now, which is good. We're steadily growing. 186 new people per hour. Our cash money, our cash flow is not bad, actually. We're nearly in positive, which means we've got enough happy people that they're willing to pay for enough stuff without too much expense. Lots of traffic starting to get here, and we're only going to make this problem worse if we start having forestry. Never played a lot with the natural disasters in Cities 1. I liked all of my cities too much to do that to them. Yeah, I'm the same. I didn't play with the natural disasters almost at all. What's your issue? Not enough customers. Company is struggling due to a lack of customers. What do you do? Oh, you make noodles. You sell food, meals. Well, you got a little bit of residential next door, which should be alright for you. These people are still complaining about smog and pollution. I'm really not sure there's much I can do about that other than relocate some of this industrial, but you are on the opposite side of the street from a factory. There's not much I can do other than just not build houses quite close to industry again. See now this little suburb area is starting to look a bit nicer. Look, we got some nice sort of houses with some big backyards, some big gardens. We've got some row houses on the go. We've got our signature building, which should be making everybody happy. +3 well-being to everybody within 750 meters. People should be absolutely loving life. Happiest pig in doo-doo. Hey, Grand Village. Another 1,000 cash monies. 4 new development points and 6 expansion titles. It only said 5 on the other screen. Alright, well, I'll take 6. I'll take 6. That building makes me so happy. I'm glad it makes you happy. I'm glad it does. Right then, if we're a grand village, let's have a little bit of a look at what that gave us then. Increase to our loan limit. District creation tool. Where's this then? This is going to be in here, right? District creation tool creates city districts, define areas inside the city that can have specific policies and city services assigned to them. You can create different types of neighborhoods or specialize an area for a specific use with the district tool. Create and adjust the borders of districts. Different tool snapping modes can help you shape the area. With a district creation tool selected, create the district border by placing nodes with the left mouse. Complete the area by selecting the node you started with. First, close the area tools menu and then open the district information panel by selecting the name of the district you created. Panel contains all of the relevant information about the district. The amount of information shown will vary based upon what's going on. You can change the name of a district by selecting it and typing a new one. You can assign policies that will be in effect inside that district. Deleting a district will remove the area boundaries and the policies that were affecting that area. So, for example, we could have this as a very dedicated sort of we could say, like, what we have here. Let's take it a bit further this way. Like that, for example. Palmer Square. So then we can say this has got 567 out of 582 households. 800 residents live in here alone. We can see what the distribution is in terms of education level. The average wealth in the place. Local services. And eventually, we haven't unlocked these yet, but we should be able to apply specific policies to that little area. Citizens are advised to pay attention to their use of electronic devices. Electricity consumption is reduced by 5%. I'm guessing if you end up with problems in certain areas, you can use the policies to try and carefully fix them. Bring down noise production by installing speed bumps. You could say there's a full heavy traffic ban. You could call it a gated community. Only people living or working within the district are allowed in. This increases the well-being of its residents and reduces the crime in the area. Combustion engine ban. Fuel-burning vehicles are forbidden from entering unless they belong to the district residents or businesses. This reduces noise and air pollution. Oh, Teslas all round. Okay. I don't think we're going to have too much use for that early game. Oh, there's a new bar. We have high-density residential demand, and we have office demand now. People are getting yet more demanding. All of the demands being made. Okay.
Hello there.
What else did we get by becoming a grand village? Policies change how certain things in the city function or emphasize certain aspects. You can find them in the city info panel, the districts panel, and individual buildings info panel. So policies are where? Where did it say we can find them? City info panel. This is just all markings. Outside connections. Oh, we can highlight the outside connections. Top imports. We're importing livestock, petrochemicals, textiles, vegetables, wood, convenience food. Basically, we're importing everything. Look, we're exporting. 80% of our exports are in rock due to this over here. This is exporting a huge amount of rock, which in turn is concrete, metal, and a few other bits and pieces. Okay, this highlights where the outside connections are. Pomeroy is an outside connection. Your most important outside connection is the highway. It allows for new citizens to move in and tourists to visit the city, and for import and export of resources, goods, and even some city services. All maps come with at least one road-based connection to the outside world, but as soon as you unlock enough tiles to reach the edge of the map, you can build new ones. New connections can be roads, railways, or seaways. An outside connection point is created automatically when the traffic network in question is extended to the edge of the map. Oh, it all makes sense now. Oh, okay, it makes sense. So you can actually use any tile on the edge of the map as an outside connection. Okay, so like for example, we've got this connection that already exists, and there are some predetermined ones. But you can add and make more if you want, right? Okay, so we'll have, there's a plain jobby up here, look. Bytham. We have Roslyn Heights can come via boat. Milford comes from one direction. What do we get going on up here? We have Pagedale and Round Rock come from these directions. Oh, and I suspect then that you'll get different resources coming in from different connections. So you want to kind of spread your wings to all of them eventually, I guess. Melcombe. Okay, clever. Trading is the importing and exporting of goods and services. City services available for import or export are electricity, water and sewage, road maintenance, healthcare, garbage management, fire and rescue, police, and education. So I guess this means that it's actually going to be kind of hard to fail, right? I guess the only way you fail is by going bankrupt, because if you do not have enough of those services yourself, you will sort of buy those services from elsewhere. They're going to be lower quality, and it's going to take a lot. You know, if you choke on rice and need an ambulance, and one comes from another city, it's probably you might die. But okay. Electricity trade is made possible by the map's existing power line connection. To start trading, connect a power station to the power line connection. More connections can be built as desired. Water and sewage trade. Water and sewage services can also be opened for trading. To start trading, build water and sewage pipes from the city to the map edge. Okay. So we are going to have to, at some point, make some more connections to the outside world, which in this scenario is what we're doing here. Let's build some more. Can we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That will claim this outside connection, right? 114,000 cash monies. Ouch. This should, in theory, give us more flexibility, right? Can we also then connect water? Where does this go? This goes to wherever this is called. Where is it? This goes to Pomeroy. If we were to run water and sewage pipes out to Pomeroy, could we sell some of our bonus water? I guess, can you sell sewage? Why would you sell sewage? I don't know. But maybe we could run some pipes over that way and just see what happens. Sewage pipe, water pipe, combined pipe. What's stopping us just running a hoonin' great big pipe all the way out here? Do we not own this highway now then? Does it? Because does highway not, regular roads by the looks of things have pipes with them, but maybe highway roads don't? So maybe we just run it. That's going to get expensive real fast, isn't it? Oh, well, should we just see? Should we just find out? A wombo combo pipe. Let's just take it from here. Take it to here. Okay. Water network expanded. Hey, look, now we have a connection thing showing here. Outside connection for water. Cool. So if we run out of water, then it's not a problem because we can get some more. And in theory, that will mean that we can sell water? Sell the extra water that we're producing if we are producing an overflow. Did that do water and sewage pipe? It looks like it did. Water and sewage. All the way. All the way. Ah, here we go. Our water and sewage handling capacity exceeds our own needs. So we are selling the excess capacity to our neighbours. Genius, that. Genius. Water availability is good. Water trade. We're exporting 51,000 cubic meters of water a month. Cash monies, boys and girls. Cash monies. Who would have thought we'd end up selling Evian water? And we have sewage processing, meaning that we, in theory, will be able to output the sewage situation and all. Clever, clever me. So the cost of putting those pipes in will hopefully pay for itself. Genius, that. We could even go as far then as to maybe, let's see what this is doing. 20,000 a month is outputting 81,000 cubic meters a month. What are we generating in terms of cash monies from this? Can we see? City statistics. Doesn't look like it, does it? Yeah, I want to know what 50,000 cubic meters of water brings me in. City economy, production. Oh, look, here we go. Is this going to be materials? Material goods. Immaterial goods? No. Production tab shows you how much your city is producing. You can view production from materials to material goods and immaterial goods. Expand the categories and hover over to see material to see the production chain on the right panel for that material. Okay. Metals, steel, minerals, concrete machinery, petrochem, chemicals, plastics, pharmaceuticals, electronics, and vehicle. Oh my god, the list goes on. Furnitures, papers, timbers, textiles. So you can see what goes into all of this, right? So you're going to need, for textiles, for example, you're going to need to grow some chickens. You're going to need to do some... that looks like a cotton plant. And you're going to need some oil production. Or alternatively, you import it. Hey, this is clever. So we're producing 30 tons of concrete a month. We have a 26-ton surplus, meaning we're actually exporting and then making cash monies from our concrete production. We're producing a lot of convenience food. We're not actually exporting any by the looks of things. Just import everything like Singapore. Well, I suspect the smart way about doing it eventually is to be self-sufficient as possible. Wood, you get from forestry. Grain, you can get from agriculture. Livestock comes from agriculture. Agriculture makes vegetables as well. Cotton, I was right. It was cotton. Crude oil comes from oil drilling. Mining can provide you some metal ore. Coal can come from mining. and also from rock mining. We're doing a lot. Look at this. We are producing 226 tons of rock, whilst we have a surplus of 177. So that's cash monies. Water and sewage. Oh, here we go, look. So you can see that surplus of water, we're getting 2,300 from people being charged for the water that we produce, but we're also then exporting and making another 2,500 by selling the extra water. But we still have 40,000 in expenses from that. So every little helps, but you're not going to start mass producing water because you can make it profitable. I don't think that's how it works. Okay, right, how's our little city doing then? We took a few minutes then to try and figure some stuff out. We are in need of growth. We are in need of high density residential demand. High density residential. Now, if we're going to do forestry and stuff over here to appease the need for residential generally, let's start using this area then maybe for some high density. Let's cram people in. Sardine the shit out of them here, shall we? Let's have a little go with that. Let's get some peeps in here. Straight up sardine mode. Oh, okay. So, low rent housing. Large apartment buildings with small affordable apartments. The lower rent provides lower tax income as a result. Is that considered... Is that what this says we need? High density residential? Low density, medium density, mixed, low rent housing, EU high density. It says there's a demand for high density, but we're not able to produce high density. We can only do low rent housing. Okay, what do we need to unlock this then? Milestone, big town, tiny town. That's a long way off then. Maybe this is what it's actually asking for. Let's put some of this in here then. See how that works. See how that looks then, shall we? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's bringing down the demand for the high density. That's just a touch confusing because it doesn't actually say it's high density. Hans Samuel, welcome in. Hello, hello. So this is going to produce households. There's going to be 120 households on that plot. Okay, yeah, this is going to be like... Okay. Is that going to be the equivalent of like tower blocks? I wonder. Okay, everything else seems to be doing all right. I'm keen to keep... Oh my god, we're nearly flush with cash, boys and girls. We're nearly cash flow positive, look. 193 a month from tax. 203 a month. We're cash flow positive. We're making money. We are making money. 291 a month from our services upkeep. 200 coming in from taxes so far. We are making money. We've made it, boys and girls. 200 gold a month. $53 an hour. We are cash flow positive. Citizens are happy as pig in doo-doo. Oh, we get some Oh, what else did we get from being a grand village, by the way? We didn't get to... Oh, my God, natural disasters. We'll worry about that in a minute. Low rent housing. Large apartment buildings with small, affordable apartments. Low density offices. Okay, we're going to start seeing a demand for offices at some point then, I guess. Grain farming and forestry. Transportation options become available. Parks and recreation become available. Taxi minimum fare. Taxi minimum charge is applied for each taxi ride. This is added to the fare based on the actual distance to the travel. That's probably some sort of policy or something. Ooh. The inspector. Have a look at each individual info panel. To be of service, create a city district and assign a city service to that district. Reach a population of 100,000. How badly do you think my computer is going to melt by the time we get a population of 100,000? We're doing all right now, but have 20 active transport lines. These can be passenger or cargo lines or a mix of the both. Experience a hailstorm. Unlock 150 map tiles in a single city. Is that the upper limit? Is it 150? Surely there's more than that. That would only be like a 12 by 12 grid. Surely the grid's bigger than 12 by 12. Oh, it's way bigger than 12 by 12. Okay, that's like 1/4 of the map. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times 2 is 20, 24. What's 24 by 24? It looks like 24 by 20. It could be 25 by 20. Either way, it's big. Hoonin, great big map. It's a monster. Okay, so we've got... Well, these are big sort of block buildings now. 45 households. 56 residents in there. So this is the sort of medium. This is the tower block situation. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, so this is just blocks of flats. There's some of our high density residential. Big old blocks of flats. Population increasing. Citizens are happy. All is good. Let's look at transportation then. What do we have as an option to us? Public transportation. Different means of public transportation offer convenient ways for citizens and tourists to move around and for goods to be delivered. Well-organized public transport decreases traffic congestion and lowers the overall cost of transportation. Using buses, trains, ships, airplanes for passengers lowers the cost of traveling for citizens and tourists. Public transport makes it possible for more people to easily visit your city and bring in some tourism revenue. Citizens using public transport have more money to use on goods and services. With good public transportation coverage, people can quickly move to where they need to go. And then cargo transportation, using trains, ships, airplanes for transporting cargo lowers the cost of shipping goods and materials. This results in more businesses that are profitable and able to provide jobs and pay taxes. When the production of goods and materials is going well in the city, any surplus can be exported for more cash monies. All good, okay. So the first and only thing we have access to right now appears to be a bus depot. Buses are the easiest way to start a public transport network in your city. They offer your citizens and tourists a convenient way to get around and decrease the congestion. We should definitely get a bus thing on the go, I reckon. To start a bus service, you'll first need a bus depot. Houses a fleet of buses and has facilities to handle their maintenance. A good place to build your depot is somewhere away from high traffic with room to expand it later. Depots don't need to be in the immediate vicinity of the area where your buses operate. Bus lines do not need to pass through depots. And a single depot can supply buses for multiple lines. Make sure buses going out from the depot have a road access to your planned route. Okay, so we don't actually need to put this in our sort of central city area. We can put this a little bit further out. Let's maybe build off from here for now. And we'll put our bus depot along here. 150,000. Sheesh. People that use the public transportation has more money for other goods. Clearly, your city is not in Denmark. Yeah, that's true. Isn't all public transportation free in Denmark now? Or was that Germany they were going to do that? I know some fancy European countries made the decision to make all public transport free. Free, you know, so it's a massive actual financial burden, but at the same time, you know, traffic is like neutral. It sure isn't no, public transport in Finland is mad expensive. Bus stations work as large bus stops, and a single station can accommodate several bus lines. So we're going to need to build a bus station next. So this is just the depot, right? This is just the depot. This is just where buses live. 62,000 a month for its upkeep. Has a maximum of 25 buses available to it. Has a couple of potential upgrades. Let's close that for a second. A couple of potential upgrades. Enables the depot to send out electric buses. The type of buses operate on a line can be changed on each individual line's bus line. Oh no, there's a traffic accident. Well, there's nothing I can do about that right now. So we can make electric buses. Reduces the noise pollution, but adds a cost. Or we can extend the garage further for another 75,000 Gs, and it'll add an extra 10 vehicles. Germany's doing 49 euros per month to travel on all local public transport. That's crazy, right? That is actually outrageous. 50 euros, for example. Let's say in Finland, let's say you are a family of 4, mum, dad, and 2 kids, and you decide instead of jumping in the car to take the train into Helsinki and out of Helsinki, it could potentially cost you, even if you live close to the capital region, 6, 12, 60. It could cost you 40 euros for a return train ticket for a family of 4 for one trip. So if you could spend $50 a month and you could get your entire month of public, that's wild. The fact that one trip in Finland could cost you $40, but a monthly ticket would cost each person. I mean, that's actually mad. Because my wife travels to Helsinki quite frequently, and she takes the train into Helsinki. It takes about an hour to get into Helsinki, and it's 15 euros each way. So she spends 30 euros just taking the train to Helsinki and back every time she has to go to the office. 30 days for one adult in Helsinki is now 70 euros. That's much better. That's much better. I live 1 hour from Copenhagen by car. It costs 14 euros each way by train and takes 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, public transport's never cheap. It's never cheap. Luckily, Finland is affluent enough that people will still pay it and people will still use it. But I mean, they're getting better. There is a lot more public transport lines starting to... Oh no, a pop musician mansion. that has 0 residents has got air pollution problems. Data is showing people have begun dying more than usual. Oops. That's probably all of this air pollution in this residential area. Right, a terminal for buses can be upgraded with a taxi stop with an extra platform and an electric bus recharging station. Where did my tutorials for buses go? Not that I particularly think I need them, but more for the fact that I want to read it. Transportation, public transportation, different, bus. Built a bus depot. There's our bus depot. Bus stations work as large bus stops. A single station can accommodate several bus lines. Create a bus line, you'll need bus stops, which buses use to pick up and drop off passengers. Bus stops can be placed on either side of the road wherever you want the buses to make a stop along the line. A bus shelter is an alternative to a bus stop. Shelters are more expensive to build, but provide passengers with a nicer place to wait for the bus, especially in bad weather. Changing the theme will also change the style of the buses. To make a bus line, you need at least 2 stops. Place these in locations that are convenient for your citizens. Stops can either be by a bus stop, a bus shelter, or bus stations. Keep an eye out on which side of the road you place your stops on, as it will affect the route that the buses take. Okay, so let's build some bus stops then. Let's look at this from where do we want the bus stops to go first and foremost. We probably want to have this main road having buses running along it, and then we also want buses to come into Palmer Square for the residents over here. Maybe one that does a loop round here. It's probably not a terrible idea. So let's build a bus station, a bus stop sign, bus stop shelter. Why can't I build... Oh, it requires a bus station and a bus stop. Okay, so on top of the depot, we also need the bus station. How big is... Whoa, this thing's hooning and all. Then we can place some bus stops. So let's have... Bus line tool is used to connect bus stops, shelters and bus stations in a loop, creating a bus line between the selected stops. Select each stop, shelter and station in the order you would like the bus line to operate. Complete the loop by selecting the stop that you started the line with. The line will automatically follow the correct traffic lanes. If you have stops on opposite sides of the road, the line will turn back around using the closest available roads. When you've completed the line, buses will automatically be sent out and will start doing their thing. Okay, so we want some bus stops. If we want to bring... We want a bus stop down here somewhere. We probably want a bus stop over here somewhere. If you live in here, you can get to a bus stop easily. So let's create a new route from here to here. and then back again. That's just a single route, right? That's just one route. That's fine. And then we'll have one that goes from here to here to here to here to here and then back. Oh, which way is that going? Okay, sure, that'll do. Bingo was his name-o. Are we good? Are we going to get buses? We got to get buses, right? There's talks about making public transport free in the Copenhagen area to bring down car emissions, but let's see how that goes. I was up until 5 a.m. this morning playing this dumb game. Sorry. It is fun though, isn't it? It is fun. Right, we should have buses going now. Let's see if we can spot some buses doing bus things. Is that a bus doing bus things? That's a bus doing bus things, look. Off it goes. So I don't know how we are going to... How do we track this? Can we select the bus station? It says it's got 0 lines. Didn't we just connect 2 to it? Bus lines to other cities. To alleviate the traffic jams caused by people coming into the city, you can make bus line connections to the outside world. Move around and locate the outside connection markers at the edge of the map. You don't need to own the map tiles all the way to the marker. You just need to have one tile with the part of the road that leads to the marker. You'll need at least one bus stop in your city. Make sure the bus stop is on a road that has access to the marker. Select the bus line tool and create a line by selecting one or more bus stops. Include the outside connection marker as a stop in your bus line. Oh, clever. So we could go from here. Oh, I should have put the connection. I should have put the connections to here. Look. Oh, these routes are wrong then. I want that to be... I want that to be like here. Is that working? That's really hard to tell. Any FPS issues yet? Well, I've only got 3,000 people in my city. But it all seems to be kind of doing its thing okay. I mean, we're not running at, 250 FPS, mind, but it's not terrible. Okay, that's better. That means we don't really need the bus stop there if it's connected to the station here. This line should also... I like this graphic on the side here. It shows you where your buses are along the route. It's very difficult because all the routes are the same colour. Can I change the colour of the routes? I can. Let's give that a red. So I can see. So, okay, this one is just zip, zip, up and down. Easy peasy, right? Zip, zip, up and down. The blue route doesn't connect in here at all. Drag route to insert a new waypoint. There. Ah, there we go. That's better. So now the blue line is also integrated into this bus depot. And look, we've even got peeps on our bus. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What did I do? I wanted to select the bus. There is one passenger on my bus. Okay, it's not going to be... These buses are not going to be profitable yet, are they? No, sirree. But we have bus lines. Let's do an outside connection to this bus station then. Let's do... Can we do a new line... starting from here and going to here. And from Pomeroy back. Has that worked? That doesn't look like it. Oh, complete route. Beautiful. Can we change this route color? Bus line 3. Pomeroy route. And then let's give the external one like green or something. Is that right? Is that one going to go all the way out? Now we have an external bus route. To and from Pomeroy. So that should get us some tourism on the go and all, I guess. Why is it going all the way through here? It makes a lot more sense if that green route goes this way, doesn't it, really? Can we change that? Can we move where the route goes? If you long press the space bar on iOS, the whole keyboard becomes a trackpad to place the cursor. Only used iOS for 6 years or so. Apple has a horrible issue of their user interface is not intuitive at all. This is often the issue with touch controls. You need to teach people what the touch controls are. I have this exact fault. Every time I use Android and have forever, right? Soon as I pick up my wife's iPhone, I have no idea how to use the thing because I don't know what any of the things are, right? I don't know that if I use 2 fingers or 1 fingers or 3 fingers or swipe left or swipe up or swipe down or do a backflip. I don't know what any of it does. And Apple doesn't do a great job of teaching the user what it is. It just expects that people know this shit. And I'm sure once you do know that stuff, it's fine. But until you do, you're kind of on your own. Can I put a... I want it to go out this way. I don't really want it to go all the way around there. And when it comes back in, I want it to do the same. Because I would rather the buses come in this way, go straight to the depot, and then people can hop off one bus and hop on another if they want to get places. That makes a lot more sense to me. A garage and repair shop for taxis also houses a small dispatch office, can be upgraded with an extra garage, dispatch centre and electric taxis. Okay, what are these things? Double public transport lane, 2 road lane going in opposite directions, dedicated to public transport, emergency vehicles and turning traffic. Okay, this could be quite clever. Okay. Do we have... Hey, look, we've already got buses, right? We've already got buses going out. Outs and potentially, eventually, maybe, possibly ins. We got taxis knocking about, look. Taxi friend. Taxi doing taxi things. Okay. I think that's, for our tiddly little city, that's a good enough play with public transportation, right? People can use this central hub, pick up a bus or something when they need to. Don't know what's going on here. We got a bit of a crash landing on the go here. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Bus station, we can charge a parking fee. A fee is charged for parking on this lot. The cost of parking can be adjusted with a slider. We've got 0 passengers waiting. 3 lines. Okay, I think we can safely say that some public transport is being implemented. What do we need though? We need some... There's more demand for residential. Medium density residential. Palmer Square is clearly filling up faster than we know what to do with it. We can't really adventure into here much more until we grow our city, though. We need to become a tiny town to get some more expansion permits. We're on our way to tiny town. What do we... We just need more experience. Got the Headless Horseman mount, came to brag, found this dude playing City Skylines. Life is unfair. Sorry, man. We've had the Headless Horseman mount for a while. I still need Arthas though. I could do with spending some time trying to get Arthas today. I was contemplating wombo comboing some City Skylines and some WoW at the same time, but that's too much like hard work to do 2 things at once. I can't manage that level of multitasking. We've squeezed ourselves between a rock and a hard place here. I wanted to expand this way for more residential, and I can't expand this way until I get more ability to do so. Oh, hang on. Wife wants to say hello. Back in 2. Right, we're back. So we've got sort of issues with our central heating system, which, as you can imagine, in the winter in Finland is not really fun. It's not fun. We have full underfloor heating system throughout the entire house and the studio. The problem is I don't know how any of it works, and none of it is working properly. So I've been trying to figure out how it works and doing a bunch of stuff, but some of it's worked, some of it has not. So yeah, fun. Right, where did we get to? Does it still run on a bunch of pellets? Well, the water is heated. Yes, all our central heating is done via burning pellets, basically like wood pellets, and that heats the water, and it's a water-based underfloor heating system that runs throughout. I don't think there's enough water in the loop, because I think there's an awful lot of air in the loop, and B, I don't think one of the pumps is really up to speed anymore. I think one of the pumps is dying, which means it doesn't have the power to push the water to our upstairs in the main house. Because our downstairs central heating seems to work, our upstairs does not, which is the problem. I don't particularly know what I'm talking about, nor does my wife. And we are reluctant to continuously keep calling out plumbers, because every time we call a plumber, it's another €100. But yeah, that's adulting for you, right? We'll get to that later. I need more medium density residential to demand. That's the thing that I've got my main brain on. We can we're hitting the city limits here a touch, aren't we? And I wanted to get this highway connected in at some point. I thought this area would house plenty of people and we'd be good, but apparently not. We're running low again on residential. Let's build some more. We haven't really got any room to build any more roads, particularly. And I don't want to put too much residential stuff in here. I suppose we could squeeze some more in here. We could put a little bit of housing in here. Is it medium density people are wanting? Medium density. A bit more medium density in there. Let's see if that pleases people. Some stuff's being built, look. That's pleased people nicely. We are now in the hole money-wise. Probably building that, all that bus stuff has cost us some money. But that's not too problematic yet. I would like to get some industry set up over this side, really. We've now got all this forestry area, which I think we should be doing something with. Blizz went from a 6-month sub promotion to a 12-month one. They run a 12-month one every once in a while. If you have the 12-month one, you also get the 6-month promo kind of bundled into it, I think. It's weird. I don't know if they deliberately make it confusing or whether they've just accidentally made it confusing, but it's definitely confusing. Oh look, we're starting to get some demand for office areas. We've unlocked forestry though. Requires forest. Well, what would you know? Here's some forest. Should we do a should we run a road out and start doing some forestry? Let's take this road, or a connection from this road, out. Let's just run that straight into the forest, shall we? And let's do some forestry over this way. So we can put... Boom! Forestry on the go, look. That's got to make people happy, surely. Pleasant planks. 1 out of 16 employees so far. Filling the positions. Okay, so we've got a bit more industry going on here. We've got some ore being produced and shipped out. We'll have some forestry on the go as well. What's this button? Oh, transportation overview. 2 bus lines and a Pomeroy route. 8 buses assigned to it, 15 passengers, 2% usage. Ouch. Ouch. People are not particularly a fan of using my bus lines by the looks of things. I mean, some people are on them, but not a lot. We do not have train lines yet, although we could, in theory, unlock trains. Trams we could unlock as well. We could unlock the subway. Wow, we could unlock all of it. Wow, we cannot unlock... We have the potential to unlock airports even already? Given enough... Is that in this one then? Okay. Space Center. The Chirp X Space Center is both a space museum as well as an active command center and rocket launch platform. These attract tourists and increase the effectiveness of industries and offices. Holy sugar plums. Chirpex. That's quite funny. We need to unlock airports prior to doing that before we can unlock this. We don't actually have enough points. We need 4 for this and then 8 for that. That would be 12. We've only got 8 development points. So maybe we're not going to be doing too much in space just yet. International airports. It's interesting. I haven't had so far much of a need to build out too much of this yet. A hospital will come more important eventually. Education, I think, is going to be an important one, because the higher the educated the people, the more you can get away taxing them, because the more likely they are to make some money. In fact, the only things we've unlocked is roundabouts so far. Unlocking highways is probably not a terrible idea. Large roads, very wide multi-lane roads that allow for high speed are good for areas that have a very high traffic demand, okay. Oh, and then parking areas. That could be handy. What are these people saying? Why are you complaining about high rent? The building occupants have trouble paying the rent. A higher zone density or different zoning might be needed. Okay. We do need yet more residential area. This filled out really quick, look. This little area filled out super fast. And we've still got more demand for medium density. Can we... We've only got 1 permit left. We can buy this area and build this out more. Let's maybe do that. Let's take this road and build that sort of out this way. Let's take this highway, this out the way for now. Let's have a little bit more. I don't want to just copy. I don't want to build this in the exact same way. I want to kind of. I want it to sort of follow and snake through a touch more. I don't know. I just don't want everything to be a square. That's the main thing. Squares are cool and all, but. And let's give these residents a way to get in here as well. There we go. There we go. And we can do some. We can give them all the residential they flipping want now. No complaining to be had. You want low density? Sure, you go ahead. You want medium density? Sure, you go ahead. We'll stack them in a bit higher in the middle here. We'll give them some shops, because everybody likes a few shops. And I guess we can continue to build out their as demand grows. How's our forestry doing? Are we getting lumberjacks doing lumberjacks? Hey, look at it go! Off to collect some trees. A log loader. Off to do some tree business. You and all. Right, they're doing some forestry stuff then. Can we see how this is doing? 10 out of 22 potential employees. Are we... company profitability. Average commercial profit 58%, average industrial profit of 15%. We don't have any offices yet, actually. We need to probably fix that before too long. Natural resources. Utilization rate 17.9 tons a month. Okay, all seems to be doing its thing. No complaints so far. Our traffic doesn't look to be too bad. Should we have a little bit of a look at traffic? Traffic is alright, you know. This isn't too bad. I was expecting to have some like bottlenecks and choke points, but by the looks of things, that looks alright. I can live with that. Nothing being in the red is good. This is going to be a problematic area, but I kind of half want to continue this as highway, or we may eventually reconnect it as highway back up and out this way. We haven't connected to this Alpine highway, but I think we probably should. But I don't want to attract too much traffic straight into this residential area. I probably want to connect back out this way, I think. Electricity. We're producing 21 megawatts, whilst we are now consuming nearly 18. So we're not cashing out any. We're not selling much of our bonus electricity anymore. We haven't got any battery charging capabilities. I don't know how we get that. Maybe we get that later. Our water situation is pretty good. We're producing more than we're consuming. We're selling the bonus out. Healthcare. Crematorium availability. Well, we don't have a crematorium. Should we? I guess we probably should. Healthcare availability is pretty good. We've got our medical clinic. We've got our cemetery. Maybe we need a crematorium as well. All my alts done, still no Arthas. Yeah, I'm kind of both looking forward to and regretting doing my alts today. We didn't have much luck yesterday. Well, we had no luck yesterday because we still didn't get it. I am keeping my fingers crossed though. Health and death care. Can we have... Oh, we haven't unlocked a crematorium yet. That'll be why. That'll be why. We need to purchase it from the progression. We need to unlock the crematorium, apparently. Is our cemetery not good enough? People want cooking instead of burying. Fine. Fine. Are people going to complain about that? Is that going to cause a problem? If we don't have a crematorium? Ashes do not take up space in the crematorium. Can be upgraded with a hearse garage and additional incinerator. I think we'll be fine with just a cemetery now, you know. Its capacity is still 5,000 and there's only 65 bodies there. So, you know, let's be real. It should be good with just a cemetery for a while. Can Arthas drop to low level tunes? From what we've it needs to be a purple bag, so I think it's level 60 characters plus is the consensus, I believe. Let's check our water situation. Water was good. Sewage treatment is fine. Water trade is good. Water availability is good. We're picking up our water from this underground pumping station back here. And we're dumping it all in the river here because YOLO. Garbage management. Garbage processing status. We're not processing any of our waste yet. I don't think we have the ability to do that, but we do have 95% of our landfill is still available. Do we get garbage management improvements? We could unlock an incinerator plant. 210,000 a month upkeep. Collects and burns the garbage, turning it into energy. This reduces the garbage accumulation, but produces a little bit of air pollution. That's a lot. That's very expensive. But it can produce from 0 to 250 megawatts of power. Garbage management, dump it in the river. Yeah, that's at the moment, we're just stockpiling the trash. There's no real reason, I think, to expand into this just yet. There was some initial early reports of people struggling with money in this game, and I think this is because people are power zerging to do as much as possible, as fast as possible. Unlocking these things, putting them down. If you've got, like, you can snowball your expenses out of control if you power forward too fast, I reckon. You got to let your population grow. You got to get some peeps under your belt. Otherwise, you ain't going to make no taxes, and you're going to be in a deficit, and then you're going to go bankrupt. So I think slow and steady wins the race. I think that could be causing other people problems. If they're just, they unlock something and they put it down straight away. You might need to actually wait until you actually need it. Oh, an abandoned house. Who's not a fan? Abandoned. Oh dear. Oh dear. Maybe everything's not hunky-dory. Population is still growing though. We're going up 136 positive. Cash money is good and all. We've got room for more residents to move in here if they wish. We need low density and medium density still. Have some more low density here. Some medium density. Let's squeeze some medium density in here. That should keep them happy. Probably need a bit of commercial to go with that. Touch more commercial. Give them some more shops. Keep them happy. Industry will be fine for the minute. We probably need to start thinking about like education levels and doing some more with schools and stuff. We have no schools anywhere. Oh dear, okay. This was an oopsie. We do not have a single school. We have 279 kiddywinks that need to go to elementary school, 196 teenagers that need to go to high school, 1,364 Zoomers that want to go to college, and 4 boomers that want to go to university. Okay, let's fix this problem then. Education city services provides citizens with schools, colleges, and universities. Citizen education affects their job position and the income level of their household. Citizens have different preferences for their level of education, affected by their well-being and job opportunities in the city. At least you have buses so they can get their education on the next village. Well, that's probably what's happening, yeah. We're not supplying it, so they're probably disappearing elsewhere. Citizens' education is separated into 5 levels. Uneducated all the way through to highly educated. Education path is citizens' schooling from the lowest level to the highest level. To fill jobs that require a low level of education, the city only needs to provide lower level schooling facilities. To provide employees for jobs with higher education, this is just common sense, right? So we need an elementary school first and a high school. We have the ability to unlock a college. We have the ability to unlock the university. Okay, we've got a big enough village that we could do the whole shebang, but I mean, look, a medical university is 2.4 million. We've only got 2.4 million, so that's not going to benefit us too quickly. We definitely need an elementary school in here somewhere, though. Considering this is our predominant residential area nowadays, let's put our elementary school along here. This is going to annoy some people because it's going to take away some houses, but it's fine. Elementary school in there. That's going to keep all of them happy. How much does each school... an elementary school can take 1,000 students. We've only got 286 that are eligible right now, so that's good. We actually need a college. Schools, colleges are huge, especially their upgrades. Forget the schools, where's the strip clubs? That's another way of doing it, sure. Welcome in, Jack, by the way. I mean, that's an elementary school. Jesus, I never went to an elementary school that looked half like that. You can upgrade an attached clinic that helps your children recover from injuries. Wow, I mean, they just shouldn't get injured, should they? Fucking idiots. More space for pupils. And a playground. Well-being within 300 meters. That's only 5k a month. Can we whack a playground on there? There we go. We'll give the Kiddywinks a playground. There we go. Keep people happy. It's a pretty hooning big elementary school, though. We've actually, I've already been clever about this, haven't we? We've got a bus lane that runs, like, near this as well. Which means hopefully the kids will take the bus to school. Where did we put the bus lane? We put the bus lanes... yeah, there's a bus stop like right outside the school. It's on the wrong side of the road, to be fair. But can we put like a zebra crossing for the kids to cross the road? Oh, the zebra crossing's here already, look. Oh, well, that's cool. So there's a bus stop right here. So hopefully the kids can get the bus straight to school and back. Let's see if that actually happens. Elementary school. I never went to a university that... Yeah, exactly, yeah. Exactly. This as an elementary school is like, whew, spicy. Okay, well, at least we've got some of our education problem solved. High school. Can we put the high school in our new... Oh my god, it's monstrous. Not building big enough. We need a dedicated area for our high school by the looks of things. Let's put, based upon the size of this thing, can we just put the high school like here? Boom. 300,000. Hey, we're a tiny town. We've got ourselves... What have we got? 7 more land progressions. 5 points to spend and 1.2 million as an unlock. Nice. We need that. We need that. Right, that is a hooning great big high school. School for teenagers provides the second level of education, can be upgraded with an extension wing, a sports field, and a library. Holy sugar. A sports field? Oh my days. Okay. Lord. You do... Okay, this is... See, now this is actually better, right? Because it means that you've actually got to plan areas for this. The first city skylines, you basically just used to plonk shit down, and it just used... As long as you had full coverage, you were good, right? There was no strategy behind it. I like this a little bit more, because you can actually then dedicate an area to be your education area, for example, and you can plan public transport routes into it and stuff a lot more, I reckon. The sports field will cost 15,000 a month, but it will give plus 40 outdoor recreation. The school library doesn't offer... Oh, better chance at graduating. And an extension wing will increase the amount of students. There's a... What's its actual capacity right now? 800 students, 12 months to graduate. What did we say our education needs were? Oh, we only had 200 kids that wanted to go progress to high school. Now we've got capacity for 800. We don't have a college and we don't have a university. We might need to address that situation if we want to expand more. What this does mean, though, is I reckon we can probably now buy up a few more. We've only got 7 tiles to unlock. I kind of want to build down into here, but this is going to take... Maybe what we should actually be doing is buying out like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could buy out all of this area, because we've got this for some more industrial. We can grow out into here for industrial stuff. This is going to be our next residential, and this can be where the main city starts to really boom, I reckon. That would be a good use of the 7 tiles if we pick these 7. We can bring the highway... Stops being a highway here. We can turn it into a highway again over here and eventually connect it up to this road and make this outer connection more useful. Maybe check the resources and then plan. How do we see the natural resources? Land value, profitability, natural resources. We've got... What's the color coding? We got something here. Is that fertile land, maybe? Fertile land over here, which we can sacrifice by building some residential on that, because we could put some chicken farms or some shit down here, right? Wood, or we've taken some of this up already, so we've got something going on there. Do we have oil? Our oil is all the way over here. And on the other side of the river. So I don't think it's... And we could also then work out towards here to get some oil. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think that's a terrible idea. Let's see what the demand starts to ask for. Let's get this school up and running. How's the performance? 4,000... citizens. Alright, it's not 144 FPS, but it's not terrible. I do have it on high settings. I mean, I think to a degree, if you zoom into street level, things are going to look jank. But I don't think this is a game where you're really meant to run on, you know. It is going to require modern hardware to get it to run smoothly, though. There's no denying. R9 7900X and a 3070. So my computer's relatively up to date. Okay, we have more of a demand kicking in for commercial. Pappy, thank you very much for the follow, by the way. Welcome in. We do need some more industrial. I want to build industrial out this way. I want to keep the industrial as far away from the residential as I can because we're getting problems. What's going on here? We've got some cash flow problems, high rent. Not enough customers. Okay. I think I want to make that a bigger road, actually. Now this residential area right here, dare I say, needs to go. That needs to be converted to industrial. This was our first little residential area. The problem is it's going to get smoked to all hell with all of the industry going on over this side. It's going to get absolutely cremated. So I think we're going to have to turn this into industrial and then build some more houses over here. Because I don't really want them to start complaining that they're getting cooked. Let's hook that up in there. We probably want to allow for... We've got so much wood production here. Could we... We've still not maxed this out. 9 open positions. There's a position open for an educated. And we need more uneducated people. I'm appalled by how healthcare is run in this city. You never know if you're going to get treatment or not. People have always been complaining about healthcare, and I don't understand. Don't understand why. Where's healthcare? Which one's healthcare? This one? We have healthcare. Admittedly, the coverage is not great, actually, thinking about it. The coverage is not great, is it? We could do with a hospital somewhere. We could do with a hospital maybe over here somewhere, or another clinic. I think the problem more is that it's just a long way away. Provides healthcare for a large area and takes care of the sick and injured. Keeps citizens in its service area healthy. Can be upgraded with medical helicopters, trauma centres and specialised treatment wards. I think we need to... Whoa! 685,000 a month upkeep. That's expensive. How much is this one? Only 97. That's like 7 times more expensive. Oh. 7 times more expensive. Do we think we just put another medical clinic in? We need something over this area. I don't think we make enough to... I mean, our service upkeep is 500,000 as it stands already. We'd double that if we built one hospital. Doubling that by putting a hospital in is maybe we need to build just another medical centre, a medical clinic that's a bit closer to all these residents to keep those guys happy. I don't think we can afford to be putting in hospitals or disease control centres yet. This is ridiculous money. If we put another one of these here, another clinic in here. What do you mean overlapping items? Isn't that kind of the point? Why won't it let me place this here? Oh, there we go. There we go. That's going to keep people happy. There we go. There we go. People have got better access to medical now. Oh, the time has come. These guys have got to go. These guys have got to go. That's going to really trigger all of the people that lived there before. But this is industry land. Sorry. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to move. I'm sorry. I didn't want to have to do that to you. But you got to go. I'd be triggered too. Well, you would be, but it's for your own good. Honestly. It's for your own good. You're only going to get smoked out and annoyed if you continue living there. Move to greener pastures and you'll be fine. Okay. I said I wanted to buy up these lands, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's grab those. Now we can start sort of building more. So if we build this road, follow this big road out further from, where is it, here? If we build this out at 180-ish, that'll do. If we build that out, then what we can do is we can probably not square it off, but, you know, connect this back up to this road. Not straight away, but soon. And then we can start utilizing this area more for a lot more keep residential and commercial, maybe some offices. Keep this as like a main transport route. Try and keep this not too busy. Have this as a, you know, nice speedy through road that can then come up and out here if needs be. And then we can use a lot of this for residential. Build out from this. I don't want to tile it, square it off too much, but I think it might be. Now that we're sort of very heavily inland, we should start to maybe, you know, block it, chunk it a little bit more. We've got to be careful that that's a long way from a lot of our stuff so far. But if we bring... that up to there, that sort of keeps away a lot of the industrial, and then we can start building smaller housing off this. Some real densely populated housing, and we can start filling in the gaps wherever they come from here. This is going to be a traffic nightmare, isn't it? Okay. People pissed at me? Yeah, a little bit, because I stole all their houses. Yeah, I stole all their houses. No wonder they're not happy with me. Okay. Right, we'll build them some nice houses over here. Maybe. It's nice that they've made a grid tool for building roads. But at the same time, I know categorically that it's going to be overused. EU mixed housing, European style apartment buildings with commercial space on the bottom and apartments on the top. Oh, that's clever. I like that. Maybe we can have like a strip down the middle of slightly bigger road. Let's maybe upgrade this down the middle, and we can have some commercial and we can have some commercial mixed here, so we can have some shops. Bit of shops and residential. That's clever. Then we can have some... This is going to just be where we stack people in. I don't know if they'll like this. Time will tell. Let's see what that does for our residential needs. Whoa, plane. I swear it nearly got me. Okay, well, people are wanting to move in straight away. We're definitely going to have the problem that getting here is going to be a pain in the ass. We need to improve our public transport routes over to here. We need to get some bus lanes in here for sure. We're going to need some utilities. I think, you know what, we might. We've got the elementary school and the high school. I think we might try and put the university in here, you know. We can make this area like a university area. Have we unlocked the university? Or the college at least. Maybe we can put the college there. We've got a big demand for college. Should we unlock the college? Education, college. Unlock that. Boom. If we put the college there. It's pretty big, isn't it? It's pretty sizable. But then we've got elementary school. Elementary school goes as far as to cover most of this. We're probably going to need a second elementary school to cover all of this, really. Or we're going to need to provide some really good transport routes over there. Maybe we can expand it by upgrading this one. Still means people have got to get there, though. We'll put a college campus, like, round here or something. Let's put a college campus here. 750,000. Sheesh. We need it though. We got 1,600 people. Wow, one college only actually supports 1,000 students. We're going to need more than this already. Should we have a look what its upgrade options are? We can put extension wings, which increases its capacity by a further 500. Right, there we go. Upgraded the college. We should start getting people flooding here now. What we really want to do is make sure that we got some transport option in for here. Large parks. We haven't unlocked large parks yet. I don't like what I've done here with the roads. I don't like this at all. Round about this one, so that could end up getting busy. That could end up getting very busy. And even a small roundabout here. Yeah, I just don't like this. I don't really know why I did that. Oh my god, look at the amount of housing we still need. Low density residential demand. What did we get with our tiny town though? A bigger loan, EU mixed housing, which we've started to use a little bit of. Vegetable farming, coal mining. Communications, post offices, mail delivery, mobile networks and wireless broadband all fall under communication services. Oh, this is something new. What is this then? Postal service delivers different types of mail around the city. Mail is an important form of communication for citizens and companies. A well-working postal service will have a positive effect on citizens' well-being and the operating efficiency of companies. Need to build a post office. Residents can visit the office directly to drop off their mail for delivery. Mailboxes can be placed by the side of any road. They're used by citizens to drop off mail for delivery. Place them in convenient locations around residential areas and places that people frequent. Post vans will automatically collect the mail from the mailboxes. Okay, so we need a post office somewhere. Put a post office there. Post office will do post office things. Now let's put some post boxes around. One in here. One over here. I don't really know how many of these there need to be. These are like basically free. One there. All this is residential, so let's make sure that we get some post boxes on the go over here. One here, one here. we don't want to spend too much sending post vans all over the place, but let's put one over here as well. That'll do. Some post boxes. Keep them happy. Telecoms. Internet, get rid of all of the schools. Just they can learn on TikTok. Yeah, exactly, yeah. How's it going? Did they add a toggle for Chirper in CS2? What, to turn him off? I'm not sure. I haven't looked. He's still telling me useful information at the moment, but I'm sure you can probably turn him off. I'm not too sure though. Citizens can automatically have access to basic radio, TV, and internet. More advanced services can be built to better the lives of the citizens. Advanced wireless services. Telecommunication services buildings provide services like mobile networks and wireless broadband. We have, at the moment, access to a radio mast. Transmit mobile data, radio traffic, and TV signals. In case of emergencies, the masts are used to broadcast an alarm, which allows the citizens to react to the event more rapidly. Can be upgraded with a wireless network antenna and increased bandwidth. Okay. Server farm. Telecoms tower and eventually a satellite uplink. Sheesh. Let's put... What's the downside of this? Noise pollution. Well, if we put one of these here, that's going to cover... If we put one in here, because this is mostly industrial stuff, those lot are happy as pig and doo-doo, right? And we can put one over here. What's the upkeep on these? 5k a month? That's nothing. Should we put one by the school? The school's going to be crazy anyway. And that should cover a lot of what's going on over this end. Do they need to these guys need some sort of coverage. Let's put one here. So there we go. We've got some telecoms on the go now. That should keep them happy. City has the best internet connection ever. I can download everything I ever wanted. Let's keep it clean, shall we? Oh, God, we're in the hole. We're in the hole big time. What's put us in the hole? We are 800,000 from our services now. We have no loans. Our taxation is reasonable. We're getting a lot from residential. See if we can get away with 12%. I reckon we can get away with 12%. That'll help things a little bit. We haven't got any offices yet. What's costing us all our money? Education, of course. Getting our people... See, this is one of those things, it's an investment, right? You're going to have to invest in getting people smarter, because eventually, once they are smarter, they'll earn more money and they'll pay more taxes. We're making 37,000 in, like, school fees, I guess. But it's costing us 280 to keep the school. What have we got? We've only got 3 buildings, right? A school, a high school, and we've got an elementary school, a high school, and now a college. Capacity for 1,500, 1,700 eligible to go to college. Only 47 that have, though. So, yeah, a little bit more time and we'll get some more people in college. And then hopefully by the time they've finished college, they'll, you know, be better educated. We have uneducated, poorly educated, and educated people, but, like, nobody that's well educated or high educated yet. So... Can we get some likes over here to help out the YouTube live channel? Good shout, Jack. Good shout, my man. Thank you. Yeah, we are, for those who are watching on Twitch, we are also streaming live on YouTube. This is going to be a thing I will be doing from now on. As I can stream in 2 places, there's no reason not to. So if you want to watch on YouTube, you can. That will also mean that all of the VODs going forward, VODs on Twitch are sub-only mode VODs. All of the VODs will be on the main YouTube channel from the very second the stream is finished. So you can always get access to the VODs instantly. And of course on YouTube, you can also fast forward, rewind, do all of that fun stuff, even whilst we're live. So if you join halfway through a stream and you want to catch up, you can always do so over on YouTube. Okay, people seem to be getting a little bit happier. I am worried that building all of this is going to result in a huge influx of people over here without much service or coverage yet. But you know, that can be work in progress. We've got industrial here. This area, we can probably use this for commercial, right? We can whack a bunch of commercial stuff in here. There's not any demand for it particularly right now, but low density businesses, or maybe we can put some offices. Do offices mind being, where did, office zone houses companies that produce immaterial goods and services. Services such as software, telecommunications for private citizens and other companies. Single-story or low-rise buildings for small businesses. Will allow businesses creating immaterial goods to start moving in. Offices will continuously need new resources. But as these are immaterial goods, physical connections such as large roads are not as important for offices as they are for other zones. Offices will, however, require skilled employees, so having a well-built education system is key. Okay, well, I'm trying to keep this residential away from the industrial, so maybe let's put some offices in here. So we've just, you know, got some. Thanks, Xbox. Appreciate that. Offices will keep going bankrupt until you've got smart people. Yeah, I suspect that's probably the case, but we're starting to get the infrastructure there. If we can get more people to go to college, we'll be good, right? Only 58 people are in college right now. But we should be getting more there soon. We should probably upgrade the bus routes around this area as well. Or at least have a bus route to the rest of stuff. There's a bit of a disconnect going on here, isn't there, right now? I guess we'll fill this in with, you know, bits and pieces. Are we getting any offices of these? That's the firehouse. We're getting some offices being built, look. Bit of demand for industry, bit of demand for low density residential. Always with the low density. Why always with the low density? What's going on here? Why is that done? Why is that done a madness? What's going on here? Game? Can we terraform that out, please? Maybe. What's going on here? Let's try that again. Can we, game? That's better. It decided to do a craziness. Stick a cheeky roundabout in there. I want to keep around the college to be relatively... where's the button I'm looking for here? I want round the college to be relatively dense with trees and stuff. I want it to look nice around here. I don't want to build too many roads and stuff in there. It's on a little bit of a hill there, isn't it? What I'm being careful of is I don't particularly want to make quick and easy shortcut routes via small roads for key things like the waste disposal site, for example. And I also don't want to start building things too close to the waste disposal site because people will get annoyed. I want, you know, garbage trucks to follow the main paths as much as possible. But we can extend out a little bit. I don't know. I'm making this up as I'm going along. I'm sure you can probably tell. Let me grab a drink quickly, boys and girls. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, starting to get a bit spaghettified over here. I think once we're like along the coast and stuff, it's fine to have a bit of spaghetti, but once we're a little bit more inland, we should keep it a little bit more uniform and looking nice, right? Stuff seems to generally be going okay. We could do with more low density. We can use this area for low density. If they so want. Spaghetti roads look more interesting. Yeah, this is why I don't particularly want everything to be a grid. It's so easy to accidentally fall into like grid city. Aesthetically, you're right. It does look a bit neater and a bit more tight, like, you know, a bit more real if there's like curvy roads occasionally. Once you start gridding everything, it just turns into like New York City, which in its own regard is probably not terrible, but these people are not happy. Why are you not happy? Not enough customers. Well, this is yeah, this is going to be, that's a lot of commercial area without much people living around it, and it's not really, it's kind of stuck in the middle of the industrial area. This is once again something that We might need to... We could turn this central area... We could, if we've got a lot of residential wrapping around the edge, we could turn this into a bit of a commercial zone, a bit of a commercial district with some proper shops and stuff. We need to unlock high density business. Milestone 9. Okay, we're a little way away from being a great town by the looks of things. Yeah, great town is quite a way off. What do we need to get? What do we get when we get Boomtown? Textile fiber farming, a heavy traffic ban, and advanced pollution management. Industrial filters reduce air and ground pollution in industrial zones, but produce more garbage. See, that could be quite helpful for us, actually, because we've got a problem going on over here where the people are complaining that they're right next to industry, which is actually entirely my own fault. And we should probably start decommissioning some of this industrial and moving it over here, or at least further away. We're mining some rocks around here, but we could definitely have a lot more industrial stuff going on up here that will be far enough away from like the residential and the commercial areas. And it should start to fix this problem. Let this sort of, you know, the coastline be nice, high value. Should be good, right? Anybody know if there's an option to choose which monitor you want cities to display on? Oh, is that not an option? Is that not an option? Let me hard save the game quickly. Is that not an option? That's usually a graphics option. Oh, no, it doesn't actually ask you which... okay, is that in an advanced one then? No. Oh, in that... no then. Which is odd. That's a weird thing for them not to have... That's an odd set. I mean, with the amount of settings they have, that's odd that they've not given you the choice to which monitor you can put it on. I mean, you could change it to, you could change it here and then, you know, put it in whichever window you want, I guess, possibly. Not sure. Should we start, we've clearly got some rock situation going on here. Let's start building some more industrial around this area. As then we can let's box the mine in a bit. So the mine does mine things, right? Let that do its thing. And then we can build some more industrial this way. Industrial is one of those things that I reckon you can just straight up, no messing, grid it. Okay, it doesn't want to let me grid it. Okay, that's annoying. Oh, that's going to annoy me that that's the thing now. That's not... Okay. Okay. I've built it now, which is annoying, but... This is why I don't want to grid things. Because it's too easy to get OCD about it. I'll upgrade these roads as well, because they're going to end up being busy if this is all industrial. Upgrade this road. What? Why did it do it that way? Oh, that just looks dumb. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Full screen windows seem to work. That should do you then. That should do you. Right. Electricity supply is not good. We are buying electricity. We're importing electricity. This means one of the first things we want to put out here is some better power plant then. We've already got one small coal power plant. 70,000 a month. 20 megawatts of juice. So that would double our power production, putting us back into a surplus. Do we want to maybe consider... Wow, 625 a month upkeep, but produces 250 megawatts. We are not ready for 250 megawatts of power, are we? We are not ready yet. Emergency battery station. Huge battery banks store electricity that can be used to negate the problems caused by blackouts or energy consumption spikes. Coal power plant. 300 megawatts. We are once again not about that yet. Geothermal requires groundwater. We haven't locked any of this yet. I'm just kind of thinking ahead. No, we're just going to whack another small coal power plant in, to be honest. Since this is not going to be... Let's just put it over here. There we go. We've got another coal power plant over there now. That should fix our power problems. Oh, it needs power connection things. I forgot that this is a thing. Can we then bring... Let's take the power connections out this way. Overlapping? What are you overlapping? Oh, my forestry area. There we go. Beautiful. I wish you could play this game as multiplayer or co-op game. I like having a city next to you, and each city has an effect on the other cities. That would actually be quite clever, especially because of the import-export stuff that's in this. If you could sort of, you know, group up, sort of. Oh, what's this? Epicurean Garden, new signature building. Luxurious living spaces atop a high-end restaurant made for those who appreciate life for its pleasures. Ooh. Lots of power lines. You could have just used the power lines in the road. But this was for this is high voltage down to low voltage. The low voltage is what runs through the roads. I needed to connect high voltage to it. What do transformer stations do? Transfers high voltage currents coming from a power plant to low voltage currently usable by buildings. I don't know what that even means. But it's in anyway. We now are... Our power situation should now be good. Producing 42 megawatts. We're exporting 15. You could, in theory, go totally green, I think. If you wanted to go... you could go... You have to go into batteries. Then you've got geothermal. Geothermal might not be a bad idea for me. Since we have the underground. Does this require... And then eventually you've got solar as well. Didn't one of these... Where's the geothermal? Coal, geothermal. Requires groundwater. Which actually shouldn't be a problem, because I think we've got groundwater somewhere. Like, really close to us. No, that's water... Oh, well, that shows it anyway. So, yeah, there we go. You can see we could actually put a geothermal power plant on here. Eventually. Or there's a few spots we could put one. Can it use polluted groundwater? It's a very good question. I do not know. Okay, we haven't decked this out with industrial yet, but there is some demand for it. So maybe we start industrializing this area a touch. Considering that's the plan for this area, either way. Kind of deliberately leaving this area in the middle. I want a bit of land mass between where everybody lives and where all of the pollution is likely to be. Lots of people are claiming that there is not enough customers. That's because there's a lot of commercial over here. What I actually wanted to do, didn't I? I mentioned that we should probably then start decommissioning some of this industrial. Either turning it into offices or turning it into commercial. Because the industrial is causing just too much pollution. It's once again going to piss these people off, but I think it's better. I know we've already got places complaining that there's no customers, but with residential down here, it's better to keep a bit of separation, I think. And it means then that these guys who are complaining there's no customers can be converted into industrial a bit more easily. Like such. And we're starting to get some better separation of the zones. That's going to have annoyed a lot of people, though. That's going to have annoyed everybody. Did you cure the hippo's asthma? Well, I don't know. I must be just, either have good enough hardware, or I'm just lucky that I don't really have many technical issues with the game. There's no doubt it could absolutely most definitely do with being more optimized to work better on lower power systems. But for now, my computer's not dying. So we're all right. Getting rid of all of this industry, turning some of this industry into commercial, should help alleviate some of the problems we've got here. We do still have a power plant here, which there's not much we can do about, to be fair. But if we can help this smog situation we have. Motion blur on stream with the rain looks really bad. Yeah, the rain doesn't help. Population is increasing. Still more demand for low density residential. That's fine. We can deal with that. This is a bit barren at the moment. There could definitely be with some more. There's room for growth in here. Just more low density is what seems to be needed more than anything else. Might as well put some low density in here for now. It will probably end up changing because this is going to be a bit more of a commercial area. But it's good for now. Let's check how things are looking. Roads, we are most definitely starting to see more traffic building up over here than I would like. Sorry, this is the traffic screen. Oh, actually, traffic is not too bad. This is more to do with the roads. The road condition is bad. Oh, okay. A poor road condition, I presume, is going to cause more accidents and stuff. It's probably because it's the most heavily used streets. Oh, okay. There's a way to fix that, isn't there? Roads. Road services. We haven't done any road services. We do not have any road maintenance. Roadside decorations, placing and removing signs, blah blah blah. Okay. Sound barrier. Oh, that's clever. Right, we need a road maintenance depot though. That can just get squeezed in anywhere really. That doesn't make too much difference where that goes. Let's put that somewhere that's good access to places. Right, go fix me some roads then, you lot. Go fix me some roads. Another 30,000 a month. We're starting to get into that sort of we're in a deficit again. Do you know how to make profit? I still see the red arrow going down. I'm taking a relatively slow and steady approach. I've already spotted that quite a lot of the buildings and the upgrades for the buildings are really expensive. You want to kind of... it feels like you only want to upgrade your buildings, not if you've got the money to do it, but if your city demands that you do it. That way you should have enough people that will be able to use it to make it worthwhile. If you just upgrade everything as soon as you've got the money to do it, I think you'll end up in a massive deficit. And then you'll have to start taking out loans, and then you'll go bankrupt, and it'll be GG. Geothermal electricity and then selling the electricity works pretty well, but it's a heavy investment. Yeah, it might be. I think once you get to that sort of stuff, once you get your industry up and running and you start exporting a bunch of stuff, your money problems might fix themselves. But I do agree that keeping this number out of the red is quite a challenge. But I think that's good, right? I think it's good because, you know, it shouldn't be easy to run a city and to grow a city. You don't make New York City out of, you know, in 10 minutes. Rome wasn't built in a day. There we go. There's a phrase that we should use. Were the reviewers running the game on a potato or not? I definitely think that if you are using anything older than directly last generation hardware, you're going to come into issues. But I'm running relatively up-to-date stuff and it's fine. And you got to remember, I'm also locally recording and I'm encoding 2 streams to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and it's doing fine. It's doing fine. Right, okay, this area is cleared out now, which will mean that before too long we should start to see the air quality fix itself around here. How do we see, like, pollution graphs or something? Air pollution. Okay. So it's not great round here, but that's because there was a lot of industry here. And I guess, oh, actually looking at it, because of the wind direction, this small coal power plant, all of the pollution from this is blowing straight over this residential area. So that's actually probably what the cause was more than anything else. Oops. I don't know if the wind direction ever changes. And presumably this one is going to start doing the same. Okay, these guys might just be a bit doomed. There might not be too much I can do about that, other than to eventually decommission this power plant and get rid of it completely. Well, let's see if they chill out for a while. Didn't we just get an upgrade? We did. We upgraded to Boomtown, textile fiber farming, heavy traffic ban, and advanced pollution management. Is this a... how and what is this? Oh, is that going to be... that's going to be a zoning and industry thing, isn't it? The wind never changes direction, and yes, you'll have to move air polluting areas downwind from residential, or they will never be happy. Okay. Okay, I assumed as much. Well, we've got a power plant going on up here, meaning that once we... yeah, we're always going to have this problem, aren't we? But we can eventually put something more green here, potentially, when we get an upgrade opportunity. Still demand for low density residential. Well, if there's a call for it, you can have it. Do your low density residential and shut up. We're up to 6,000 people in our little city though. We are getting there. 6,000 peeps. I'm appalled by the healthcare. Oh God, everybody's always appalled by the healthcare. Healthcare's not. This is going to be problematic because we're not going to have any services coverage over here, are we? Yeah, there's an entire corner where we've got like no healthcare whatsoever. Just don't live in that corner of the map, I think is the one thing I can say. Maybe it's because we don't have a crematorium at all. Only a cemetery. Yeah, at the moment it's in-game music. I'm not using Spotify or anything at the moment. Okay. Maybe we do need to upgrade and get the crematorium. That would stop people complaining a bit. There's lots of hearses doing hearse things, and our cemetery is still 98% empty, which isn't really a problem. But if people want to be cooked rather than... is it particularly expensive? 36,000 a month? Ah, it's not at all, is it? It's not really at all. Produces a bit of air pollution, produces a bit of noise pollution. Okay, let's upgrade. Let's unlock the crematorium just to keep people happy. Health and death care, crematorium. And let's put one of those down, so people don't have to worry too much. Crematorium. Where do we want to put our crematorium? Hearses will do hearse things and go wherever we need them to, won't they? Let's put the crematorium over here. No, let's put it over here, because it's going to be... Nobody wants to live next door to a crematorium, do they? Let's be real. $36,000 a month. Can process 100 bodies a month. Oh dear. How many deaths did it say we were having? It said there were 92 deaths a month. Okay, even with one of these, we're right on the border. More people are going to have to be buried. It's simple. It's simple. People need to stop cheaping out, buy that tombstone, and bury your loved ones. And shut up about it. Okay. That's fine. Right, as it stands at the moment, we are all Gucci. A little bit more residential could be utilised. A little bit more of a demand for industrial. Or just stop dying. I mean, that would also fix all of our problems, right? Just stop dying. We got some buildings doing building things over here. City's incredibly noisy. Where are you, Lex? Where are you? You're in college. You're meant to be studying. Shut up about the noise. You're in an old school college manor. What an absolute bunch of complainers who live in my city. Jeez Louise. I come back and come back to let's get a crematorium to make people happy. Yeah, without the context, that's madness, that is, isn't it? One of our only high-rise buildings has got, like, nobody in it, abandoned. Living near industrial areas is terrible. The pollution is spreading. Yeah, I've tried to fix that game. I can't do much more to fix that. It's cheaper than pensions. It's one way of looking at it. How's our bus system doing? How's our... Let's check on the transport situation. How is that cooking? Transportation. We've got 3 bus lines that are making 1,600 a month. Can we see the tourist? Can we see what's going on here? Okay, our red bus line, which is our... Okay, this is kind of pointless, really. This up and down road for the bus is only getting 3% usage. Bus line 2, which is our blue one, which goes into Palmer Square, is getting 25% usage. That one's actually being used. And we only have our out-of-town route is barely being used at all. So, realistically, our buses aren't doing much of anything right now. But for as long as our inner city traffic is not too bad, it's all good. Only once our traffic starts getting a little... If everybody's using their own cars, we're going to start having problems. But at the moment, our traffic is fine. No issues. This is our main in route, and it's pretty chilling. It's not too bad at all. It might not be too long, actually, before we can expand a bit further and maybe get some cargo ship business on the go or something. That'd be pretty fancy, wouldn't it? We are only a tiddly little city so far. We're only tiddly, we're only small. I found a way to make my citizens gain a ton of happiness for being wealthy. Build some low-income housing around garbage incinerators with no healthcare. All of the poor people just die off. Oh dear. I mean, that's clever. I can't say I recommend it, but that is clever. I haven't built any how's our landfill doing, because we do not have any. We have stored nearly 87 tons of garbage. Once we get back into some positive cash flow, we might need to start considering some, because this is only going to start filling up faster and faster and faster the more residents we have. So we might, before too long, need to do something about that. We might need to unlock the incineration plant. It's expensive though. It's $1 million. It's 1/3 of our cash reserves, and it has a 210,000 a month upkeep. But it does produce us some electricity, so we'd be able to get back some of that. I reckon. A recycling centre would be more preferable, I reckon. Incineration plant has processing of 40 tons a month, so it'd take 2 months to work through just the backlog, even if we did buy one. Industrial waste processing site. Yeah, we ain't getting that anytime soon. Landfill availability is still good, but I do worry that's going to start filling up really fast. We've got a lot of room for growth residential-wise, so maybe we give more reason for people to turn up. Should we start padding out this centre area with a little bit more businesses and offices, maybe? If we pad this area a touch more, let's build out a little sort of a shopping area. Obviously not too close to the old don't want to get too close to the school. Okay, so we can have some more buildings on the go in here. Be a bit of a shopping district. Not that I think it's too needed just yet, but a bit of a shopping district. We can configure maybe some better transport routes into here if needed. Let's see if we can get some shops on the go in there. Some more industrial demand is starting to crop up. Do we have the ability to build any more specialized industry? So we're doing, this is stone mining. We have the ability to do coal mining as well. Now we could do a little coal, we could do a cheeky little coal mine here. We squeeze a coal mine, it's not going to be very big, but you know, it's something, a little bit of self-sufficiency maybe. Let's get coal mine on the go here then. Let's coal mine, why the hell not? What other industry do we have? Check stone, I don't think it needs an ore area. We've got stone, this is a big stone. This is big stone production here already. This is making... Oh no, hang on. This is rock. Is rock and stone considered the same? Hang on, I'm confused now. Stone, coal, or drilling. Stone must be rock. Produces rock. Produces coal. Livestock farming. Livestock farming specialization industry can be set up anywhere to produce livestock. So we don't particularly want to overlap that on anything else so much. We want to buy up, I think it might not be a terrible idea to buy up, because we could do some grain farming on here, because this is fertile land, right? We could do some grain farming on here. Get some carrots on the go, some vegetables. Some textile stuff could then be out here somewhere. Yeah, we need to buy a little bit more land, don't we? We need to buy out this section. Was it these 3 sections here, I think? Grow some weed for medical stuff, of course. Of course. Of course for medical. You placed your stone rock on an ore field. It doesn't need to be. Oh, is that what I've done? Oh, you're right. It can be set up anywhere to produce stone. Oh, you are absolutely right. I didn't even realise that. That was a early game boo-boo then. That was an early game boo-boo. Well, in that case then, we'll probably switch that over to... We'll switch that over to ore mining then, once we unlock it. We need to get a busy town first, though. Well, that's an easy fix. That's an easy fix at some point. Let's get some chickens. I want me some chickens. We need... Where's our roads? Let's build some... Build off here. Let's get some livestock farming on the go. We can have livestock production here. Oh, hang on, what have we done here? Right, we've got livestock there. We can do some grain farming next door. And then we can have some vegetables up here as well. So let's build a little off-road. Can I build roads whilst also still seeing where the natural resources are? Not easily. Okay. So we're going to have a vegetable farm on the go here, which is going to grow some vegetables. Oh, you don't like... okay. Doesn't like the fact power line runs through it. Well, sure. And then some textiles. Requires fertile land as well. We're going all in on industry now. We're going to make all the money. Boom. Wonderful. Absolutely beautiful. It looks odd, but if it works, it's not odd, right? I wasted all my farm zones building chickens and all my ore spots for stone. Everybody needs chickens, right? Chickens are good. Chickens are good. Right, this should really help us. This industry should really help us with cash flow situation, I would imagine, because whilst these things obviously cost money to run, producing livestock, producing grain. What's going on here? What are you complaining about? This was meant to be vegetable farming. What are you... What? Hello? No car access? No pedestrian access? What's gone on here? Has that one worked? Cotton's worked. Vegetables gone foobar. Oh no, don't delete all of it. Can't I edit it? Oh, dear God. Alright, fine. Okay, now it's happy. Now it's happy. Right, we're making vegetables and we're making cotton. We're making a little bit of everything now. Industry is going to be pumping. What I do want to do is probably make sure that this has... snaking everything through here is going to get... do we hook this up to this roundabout and then upgrade the road? I think we probably should. Let's upgrade this road. And let's hook in to here as well. That's going to cause more traffic than I think I want. If we get rid of that road there, it should fix a bit of the problem. There we go. That shouldn't be too bad. Right, how can there still be demand for industrial when we've just built all of this farmyard area? Working with the terrain feels worse than in City Skylines 1. It's not great. It's not great. The terraforming is not great. It's a bit scuffed. That's something that I hope they can work on, because you're right, it is a bit scuffed. I've not tried to do too much. Luckily, it doesn't cost you anything. So if you make a massive boo-boo, it's not going to wreck your bank balance. Right, we're still 2.2k under. Maybe we need to give our... What's our production? We are producing a lot of wood. We've actually got a surplus of it that we're exporting. Chickens is our big problem. Or livestock, I should say. We have 130 tons a month deficit of livestock. We need more chickens on the go. I wonder if that will start fixing itself, because we're going to start producing more chickens via agriculture. How big's our chicken situation on the go? Our chickens was this one, wasn't it? Okay, we didn't actually make this very big. This isn't going to be huge. It's not going to be huge, but it's, you know, something to get us up and running. Do we have any more spots on the map that will work well for this eventually? Natural resources. So we kind of covered this fertile land to begin with. We sacrificed this fertile land for our residential area. We can, before too long, expand out and claim all of this as well. Which I think we will probably end up having to do. And then we need to decide where we get oil, because oil is going to become an issue for us. Actually, if we spread ourselves to the other side of the river, there's some fertile land and some oil, which we could start tapping into. That will start fixing a lot of our problems, I reckon. As we are, at the moment, importing a lot of livestock. We're importing a lot of vegetables. Crude oil, we're not importing much of anything at the moment, which is not too bad, but... that said, we are importing petrochemicals like an absolute madman. Meaning we could do with more oil and more grain to be produced so that we can turn it into petrochemicals. I think this stuff is going to start going down now that we're producing. We're producing a little bit of all of this now, so our deficit should go down. We want to get to a point where we have a surplus, so then we can start, you know, selling stuff out. We're making some furniture and whatever and selling that. We're selling 103 tons of concrete because we're producing 116 tons of concrete. Holy smoke. Okay. And we're exporting a lot of minerals. We're getting there. We're not doing too bad. We're only 50,000 a month down now. Keeping this, getting this positive though, is a tough cookie to crack. We've already not spiked, but we've already put the tax rates up a little bit. Let's see if we can get 12% out of our offices. We haven't got much offices. It's not bringing in a huge amount anyway. Residential's always going to be our big money maker, I reckon, until we really ramp up our industrial. But we've only got 7,000 people, so as long as we keep our population growing, the rest of it will grow with us. I think, I hope. And what's really nice is look at our look at our screen. Almost nobody is complaining. We've got one abandoned building here. Who cares about that? Our pollution problem has gone away. Our pollution problem seems to have gone away for these houses, which is nice. So getting rid of some of that industrial clearly helped. None of our shopping centre's not booming yet, but there's a few things popping up here and there. Actually need more industrial again. Well, we can put some more industrial down over here if people want it. Let's put another row of that in there. See what that does to fix things. We've got 5 tiles that we can build out into. It might not be a bad idea to build up to another external connection at some point. But that's going to use quite a lot of tiles, isn't it? That's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be quite a lot of tiles, of which we won't be able to do much with it. We're probably going to need to use our tiles to build out more into here, I reckon. And then a little bit more down here, filling in the gaps down here, I guess, as our population grows. Okay, I like the fact that people aren't complaining. Some cargo would be, yeah, utilising the sea connection points might not be a terrible idea actually as well. That will mean we probably need to claim this area down here, this bay area. Can we see what the cargo routes are? Outside connections. The coloration of this is terrible, but you can actually see that there's a... there's a cargo ship connection from Roslyn Heights, that a boat line that comes through here, which I'm assuming we can tap into somehow, some point, somewhere. Which means we need to build a cargo station or something down here. Maybe we probably want to put that, considering our industry is going to be this side, we probably want to put some sort of cargo on this sort of shoreline. Tap into it. Build a big old airport somewhere at some point. Loads of room to move, loads of room to grow. Buildings are leveling up now, look. This is good. We're getting some level ups on our buildings, which is going to help. Money that is left over after paying rent and upkeep is used by the occupants to level up the buildings. If the occupant's wealth declines, the building might end up being abandoned. Higher level residential buildings have higher upkeep costs, but they also consume less water and electricity and produce less garbage. Residential wealth is based on the residents' employment situation and their job level. Cool, that's nice. Why is the place called Palmer Square, but there's no squares? Well, Palmer rectangles. Close enough, close enough. Is there like a graph for like general happiness? Oh, these guys are pissed. Is this healthcare? It's because healthcare coverage is bad. So these guys are starting to be more happy. I don't know what these guys' problems is. Okay, now calm down, fellas. Yeah, healthcare coverage is the problem here. We've got no healthcare coverage up here. But that's a residential. This is not residential. We need more healthcare coverage down here then, clearly. Lack of entertainment, high crime, high taxes, unreliable healthcare coverage, and polluted air are our big drawbacks. Lack of entertainment. And high crime. Where's our police situation? Is there a crime view? Which one's the crime one? Disaster control. Police. No prisons. We have jail capacity though. Average crime probability is what I think to be quite low. Only 1 crime per month. It's not exactly high crime rate, is it? This area though, we need some police coverage over here. We're going to need to build a police station over here, I reckon. Otherwise, it's going to turn into the Bronx. We got police cars patrolling around here, but I think we could do with something more substantial over here. Police and administration. Do we whack down another police station? Or do we look at building a police headquarters somewhere? 310,000 a month. Ouch. And it costs 2 million. Oh god. Okay, we're not about police headquarters yet. Prisons, we have no real need for a prison right now. Central Intelligence Bureau, the CIB agents will give you a minus 8% crime rate citywide. Okay, I think we can afford an extra police station, but I don't think we need much more than that. Let's bang that in there. That's going to keep... Oh my god, look at the happiness. Look at the happiness. They were some happy people right there. No real demand for anything right now, which is good. We could do with parks and recreation. This is something we are vastly missing. This is a hack. This is a massive life hack. I'm telling you right now, if you didn't play City Skylines 1, or even if you did and maybe don't know this, parks were a cheat code, right? Parks were an absolute cheat code. They are relatively small. They have relatively low upkeep, but they can spike the happiness of your people through the roof. We place a few parks down, and we will fix a lot of our issues really quickly. And look, a small playground, 1,000 a month. They cost nothing, absolutely nothing. Outdoor recreation +1, +2, +2, +5. What's this one? Park maintenance depot. Houses a maintenance office and garage for vehicles. Well-maintained parks provide the most leisure benefits to visitors. Can be upgraded with extra garage and supply stores. So it's going to have 10 maintenance vehicles. We need to unlock park maintenance then, really, don't we? Let's place a few parks. Look at what it does to the map. People love a good park. Let's put a park down here. Look, oh my god, the happies. All the happies. It's funny because it's true in real life too. Yeah, I know. It's wild. Place a couple of parks here and there. Dot them about. Feel free to be relatively liberal with it. Change it up a little bit. Dog park. We could do with unlocking park maintenance then. That might be a good one to unlock, because that really goes a long way to keep people happy. Park. Oh, and it's only 1 to unlock it. We got 17 points. We should be unlocking a lot more, to be fair, but Let's get the park maintenance building done then. Let's put that relatively central to where we've just put all of the parks if we can. That'll do. $40,000 a month. 10 vehicles, which will keep the parks looking nice. It's all good, all good, all good. Hang on, the wife's calling. Please, all boys and girls, back in 2. Okay, right. Sorry, boys and girls. I'm back. We have a plumber coming round to look at our central heating system soon. So, that ultimately means, boys and girls, that I am back. But I'm gonna wrap it up there for today. I'm enjoying City Skylines. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having fun playing this. There's significant enough improvements and upgrades from the first one that I'm having a lot of fun playing this again. And our little city is... What did we start the stream with earlier? We started the stream earlier with like 1,500 citizens, something like that. We're now up to 7,500. We are slowly growing. We are trying to do it without running out of money. I like that the difficulty curve of this game kind of makes it so that it's not totally cheesable, or at least I haven't figured out the cheese just yet. We're starting to get some stuff in order. We've made a few mistakes, a few rookie mistakes. We've put stone on top of an ore patch, which apparently isn't needed, so we can move that. We can swap that over to make some ore at some point, relocate that somewhere else. And our residential little mini village over here is starting to grow nicely. Things are coming together. It's not particularly super duper mega beautiful right now, but we're getting there. We're a boom town. We're growing. We've got some development underway. It's going to be a while before we get to the megalopolis. I suspect that this is going to take some time to achieve, but we will get there. I am tempted to start making a little bit of a YouTube series out of these. Maybe I will, I don't know how I will do it. I might actually take the stream footage, to be fair, chop the stream footage up and turn it into small bite-sized videos. Or I might start something a little bit more creative. We'll see what goes. I think there's some opportunity there for me, as I'm enjoying playing this a lot. Depending on how my central heating system stuff goes, once this plumber's been round, we may or may not stream again this evening. If I'm going to play the game, I might as well have the stream up, so we'll see. But thank you all for joining today. Thank you all for joining in. I hope you've been entertained. We will get back to World of Warcraft soon. I know a lot of people predominantly expect me to be playing WoW. But I do like playing these other games from time to time, and I'm glad that some people are enjoying it as well. So make sure you hit that like button, follow button, subscribe button, whether you're on YouTube or on Twitch viewing right now. For those of you on Twitch, I am also streaming at the very same time on YouTube. We are doing the multi-streaming thing nowadays, so the stream is live in both places. That also means the VOD is instantly available on YouTube. Ready for you to watch it back if you missed certain points. Plus also the fact that you can fast forward, rewind, do all that sort of stuff far more simplistically over on YouTube than you can on Twitch. I know the Twitch VODs are a little bit finicky. But anyway, I'm rambling now. Thank you all for joining. I'll love you and leave you. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.